welcome back to episode 20, our final episode of season 1.
We nailed it, babes.
Can we believe it?
I actually can't.
20 episodes later.
I blinked and we've done 20 of these.
Honestly.
Best highlight of our week ever.
It really is. Our Wednesday morning, we drop the kids, we come and sit here, we have a bit
drink
of therapy.
Coffee, yeah.
And
we cry, we laugh.
just share.
Yeah, and we love it.
And we absolutely love it. And we love that you guys love it as well.
We just love, love, love. We're looking back in today's episode at some of the funniest and most memorable bits that we have found throughout the series. And we hope we make you smile whilst you miss us terribly while we take a couple of weeks off.
Guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Tell all of your friends, tell the world about Twinset Unzipped, and don't forget to please leave us a 5-star review. You know how much that means to us. And also just send us a little comment because we will be sharing it on the show.
Enjoy! How could we not start this roundup without our very first episode with our beloved BFF, Queen, Jessica Alba. I mean, our relationship's come a long way since that first initial encounter many months ago. And may I add, Philippa Ross.
You may.
She is in the UK currently, and we have been messaging. Well, we as in she thinks it's you and I, but obviously it's me.
Head of
DMs. Have been messaging last night. She really appreciated me welcoming her to the UK, and she is keen to continue our relationship. So with that, we're going to reintroduce you to when we first shared our BFF, Jessica Alba.
Check this out, guys. VIP
celebrity. A couple of weeks ago, it was very early hours of the morning. I can't remember who saw it first. I think it was Rachel from The Office.
Yes.
Said, oh my God.
Can you believe who is following us?
Do we say it at the same time? 1, 2, 3.
Jessica Alba. What the actual fuck? We didn't tell James in the other room, and now he's like, holy, that's big.
It just started.
20 million followers big.
And also, she's like our youth. She is everything.
So iconic.
Anyway, so she started following us and liking loads of, on the brand page.
On the brand, not on
loads
Twinset.
Of our kind of images, pictures. Head of DMs reached out to her, spoke to her assistant. We sent her some things. Please God, she wears the things. And she also sent us some of her Honest Beauty products. And she kept carrying on liking and stuff, didn't she? So I felt like that was it.
That was a moment.
That was like a major moment.
Fast forward another couple of more weeks, she then starts following Twinset.
And it's very keen on Twinset.
Like she's taken the time, and it is her. Like I'm sure she has a team of people. Her Instagram is her. So she starts following We Are Twinset. We kind of have a little we like her stuff. She likes our stuff. She's like really horny for us. And then on Friday night, I think you picked prime time.
She had commented or liked something in that moment. So I just sent her a message being like, I can't remember what I said.
So let me get it up.
Okay, go on, read it out loud and proud.
Right now, let's just go to my friend Jessica Alba. Meanwhile, Jessica Alba, if you ever do listen to this podcast, we would love to have you on here. So I'm just going to go to, where are you?
Come on, babe.
I'm coming. Messages. So Sarah Tankle Ellis on Friday night says...
I'm slightly cringing at what I did right.
No, we did a Q&A and we
did a Q&A.
Included Jessica's Honest Beauty brand, which is incredible.
Which is amazing, by the way.
Did you mention the concealer, the mascara?
I mentioned the mascara, and then she
wrote back, TYSM.
Thank you so much.
With a heart face.
Yeah.
Big fan of your line with
literally
stars.
So when I saw that come up in the inbox, I screenshotted it, and I'm not normally like this. I sent it to basically anyone I was friends with to be like, hi, look at this. Like, I just felt like
you're DMing Jessica Alba.
Then I wrote back saying...
Sarah wrote back, as are we, with the heart smiley faces. No, the heart hands.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That means the world to us.
It does.
We hope you got our goodies we sent you, and if not, we can resend you some new season pieces. Kiss, kiss. And she wrote back saying, that is so amazing. I love them. Would love to receive more. Please email and she can help with a praying hands. So then Sarah wrote praying hands back, star heart.
Love you, miss you. Call me.
And then said, that's amazing. Thank you so much. And we absolutely love the honest goodies that you sent. Lots more content to come with a heart. And she hearted it. And that was when I got really sad because I messaged to say, you're the last one.
No. I messaged back. I messaged you saying, I'm really sorry. I've got a new best friend. I hope you don't mind. So you said, ha ha ha. But she left you hanging.
Yeah.
But only for a few minutes.
Then she messaged back to say, let me know if you need a refresh. And actually, you're really harsh because you didn't even like that message or comment back.
I have the power of our relationship. Okay.
So you can go back again.
I can go back again.
Right. So then on Saturday morning, I wake up to, at Philippa Bloom, Jessica Alba has requested to be your friend.
I also woke up on Saturday morning at Sarah Tankle Ellis and Jessica Alba requested to be my friend.
So can I just tell you that Jessica Alba is following us on 4 platforms. She's very so invested. She loves us. We love her so much. She is just honey all over. She's so silky smooth. She is the epitome of the most iconic.
Do you know what a friend actually said though? How did she find us? That would be so interesting.
This is what we need to find out. We need to
actually message her. I'm sure she is, as are we all, a great fan of the clothing line. But how did it,
because it is
in
random.
Her search? Yeah. And also for her to be invested to then
follow four different platforms associated to us. It's
Do you think
big
she
news.
sees herself in us?
Well, this is what Alex said. Alex said maybe she wants to be a triplet.
Manifesting that, no?
Literally took the words out of my mouth. I was literally just about to say the same thing. We are going to be best friends with Jessica Alba.
Fly out to LA.
I just feel
really take this relationship to the next level.
I feel really, really positive about it.
I still feel really amazed that Instagram made us be friends with Jessica Alba.
But actually, isn't that so true? The fact that people from across the world, someone so VIP like Jessica Alba, and
find little old us,
2 little girls from Northwest London, and we're connecting over Instagram.
Mad.
We are DMing. We are in conversation together. It's mad.
It's mad.
I love that memory. And I can't actually believe that was our first ever episode. What a high.
And what a way to start.
We must have grabbed you. Yeah. Like that was really good.
And it went downhill from there.
I hope not. I definitely feel like we've got better at not talking over each other as much.
But we still continue to talk extremely fast.
We try to remember, but sometimes we get very carried away.
Very carried away. And on that note,
over to the next highlight. I have to say, I love this clip. It makes me laugh a lot, and sometimes I find myself but sometimes when you just need to just have a bit of a giggle, I often find myself scrolling down to this clip where we discuss our biggest icks. And guys, this just cracks me up because I still don't actually think you even think that this is a thing.
She's rinsing me again. Once in a podcast, not enough. You're bringing it back up and you're continuing to strike me down.
I have to say, you've got a lot better with chewing silently.
I'm sorry, I will not accept the chewing around food. The gum, because I like to have 2 for a good chew, so that makes it louder. I'll take that. I accept that, but I won't accept that I'd be a loud mouth-smacking eater overall.
Guys, listen to this.
What is your biggest ick?
In life, or?
That's just the question, so you can answer it however you feel icky.
My biggest ick. Oh my gosh.
Don't say Alex.
People eating with their mouth open. I've said that before, actually.
Yeah,
I'll say
give
it
me
again.
Better.
No, that's the worst. What do you mean, give me better? You actually do eat with your mouth open.
I do not eat with my mouth.
You chew. You chew.
I just eat quickly.
No, chewing gum you eat with your.
Rinsing me. Okay. Let me get out my list of all the things that you do.
Go on, tell me.
No, I'm not going to. I'm not stooping to your level.
I love, but that's like the.
I don't chew with my mouth open.
No,
maybe chew gum.
You don't
I
eat
slurp
a meal.
coffee. I don't eat my meal.
You chew gum.
We're lucky we're out gum in the office.
I'll give you that. You do not eat with your mouth open, but you chew quite loudly. Chewing gum.
Masticating. That's the word. Okay. Do you want to
What's your biggest ick?
My biggest ick. I can't even talk about it. Is like all those videos. You know what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah.
Anything like pus or like flaky scalp. You get shown all these things that are like basically blood or like pus or anything.
That's hideous.
I can't even. I had to get someone to turn off my phone because it kept coming up in my feed
yesterday. I remember.
I just can't. That is my
you searched something and it came up with you searched
flake chocolate,
and flaky scalp came up.
It's a thing trending on TikTok. Is that the most repulsive thing you've ever heard?
I actually want to know. Go on, get the list out. I think it's healthy. Come on, what do I do?
Oh, quickly, let me look at this list. Doesn't read my WhatsApp messages, even though I send them at 6:01 in the morning, and then it's 10 o'clock. That's number one.
Babes, there's a lot going on in my household at the moment.
I get it.
But that's okay. I think it's healthy. You know what we spend
to ignore me
all day, every day together. It's sometimes, there's going to be things that slightly get on each other's nerves.
Exactly.
I need to get better at looking at my DMs. That's quite right.
Or you need to get better at looking at your list for me.
That's what I need to do as well.
But enough of the neggy. Should we go on to clip number 3?
Time for some more lols. Do you remember this? The flake challenge.
I love this one
because
I was
viral.
Fantastic at it.
Of course you were. Those lips, they managed to soak up anything.
I mean, I kind of want to do it again.
I have to say also, so many people I remember at the time saying, you've made me really want a flake. Like, when was the last time I had a flake?
And do you know what I was thinking? Why don't they do flake bites?
Do they not? Oh no, it's 12.
Yeah, I think a flake bite would just be wonderful.
Agreed.
Cadbury's, if you're listening, please can you do a flake bite?
So, Sarah, you've given it away. You did win the challenge.
I did.
But guys,
here's Philippa trying really hard.
And if you want to hear us just chewing on some chocolatey, flaky beautiness, listen away. Right, so guys, there is a new challenge on TikTok that I saw last week.
Telling them.
If you're not watching, you've got to listen with your ears, as you are. It's a podcast. I keep forgetting that part. Right, the TikTok challenge is: can one eat the crumbliest, flakiest?
It's called the crumbliest, flakiest milk chocolate. Do you know?
I did not know that. That's amazing.
I thought you just read that because I was reading it.
Oh my gosh. Maybe subconsciously I knew. Can you eat one without any crumbs falling onto the plate?
Can we also just tell people it's actually 9:30 in the morning and we are having a flake for breakfast?
Right. So
sorry,
I think
if you're listening,
the issue is that Sarah has one up on me here.
Why?
You have got very big lips, which I feel will have an advantage of soaking up the crumbs. Right, let's go.
You've made me feel good about myself. But I think I'm at a disadvantage because mine feels flaky already.
Right, let's see.
Wait,
so I've seen a few methods.
We can't get the crumbs
I've already
on
got
the plate.
A crumb before.
You can't. We have to crumb off the plate first because otherwise we don't know if it's us crumbing or it's the flake crumbing.
Also, I have seen a few.
James, for the podcast table that's now going to be covered in chocolate.
Also, just want to add, I have actually seen a few methods to this.
Oh my God, I haven't. You've done your research.
No, I done a little bit of...
She said cheat.
A little bit of research doesn't... It helps, right? But...
Oh, you don't research what we're going to talk about, but you research tactics for the game.
Those are my priorities, right? So some people start with it going this way, which I think is going to help you because your lips will literally just hold the crumb. But then there's other people that like try and literally...
Alex would die watching you watch
Alex
this.
Gonna...
P.S. Can I just ask, before we start, when was the last time you actually ate a flake? I think mine was about 1992.
On a 99p ice cream.
Yeah.
Right, let's go.
Are we doing it at
What's
the same
your
time?
method?
I don't know. I just was going to bite it.
I think
thought you want to be nibbly.
Nibbly? If you nibble it, the crumbs are going everywhere.
1, 2.
Right, just make sure you got no crumbs. Make sure you got no crumbs. Ready?
Okay. 1.
What's your method?
Also, I've got my pinky finger. I've already got crumbs on my plate.
Go.
You go.
I feel actually it's better to watch you first because I want to make sure you don't drop any. Okay.
We'll go doing it together. 1, 2.
For those of you that can't see this is almost impossible. Massively failed. We went for the very...
I basically got half the flake on my plate.
We went for the very standard, just... We did not think about that. Mm-hmm. Right. I'm going for a different method.
What are you doing? Okay, that's
Okay.
it then. You're going
Right.
deep throat. Okay.
I'm going up. You?
I'm going down like this.
Yeah. See? Her lips are so good. I told you. It's your lips.
Okay.
There we go. You won. Oh my
How
God,
do you feel
how
about
big
that?
is a flake?
How do you feel about me winning that?
I knew you were.
Okay, next time
I
we'll do
was
a
at a
jalapeno.
disadvantage.
We'll do a jalapeno or pickle challenge, and you're going to be
I will
winning.
win that one. I was an absolute disadvantage. I don't have the pouch that you were gifted with.
Don't be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself.
I need to get some fillers and then I can come back and do this challenge better.
Amen.
Guys,
It's a very tasty challenge. A very hard challenge. And
almost impossible. It's so good. Oh my God, how good is a flake?
I can't believe I've eaten a flake for
A
breakfast.
flake or a twirl?
I'm going to go twirl you.
Yeah, because of the smooth
And
outer
the
layer.
casing.
Yeah.
Like 12 bites. Actually,
Very
though,
good.
what would be, if you were going to eat a whole bag of something giant, like, you know, those chocolate bags, what would you go for?
I have to say, I'm really into the little Oreo bites.
Oh my God, they're so average.
For me, actually, it's all about James laughing in the background at us. That was the best bit.
Can we go and get a flake now?
That's all I want.
It's all I want. But you know, I actually had yesterday, which just deserves a moment, a fudge. I was in a taxi. I felt really queasy. There was a corner shop. There was really bizarre choices, and a fudge spoke to me.
Yes, they're quite subtle.
Yeah,
Do you know what
and
I mean?
it wasn't too gargantuous.
That's what I
It
mean.
took the edge of the sickness feeling, and it made me feel great.
Beautiful. I love
On
that.
to the next one. Poor Ava's ponytail.
Well, I have to tell you, it's probably the best thing she's ever done.
Really?
Now, at the time, this was very distressing, but
It was.
she has actually now got the most beautiful thick hair.
Mullet be gone.
The curly mullet has grown down and she's got long layers and it's thick and healthy. So not that I would ever encourage anyone to allow their children to cut their own ponytail off, but time is a healer. We've come through the other end and actually I'm very grateful for the whole situation.
Let's see.
If any of you missed it, here we go.
A couple of weeks ago, massive fail. So get home, it's a Thursday, get home with the kids, they're being good as gold, they're on the table, had their dinner, they're doing their drawing together, they're obsessed with scissors. So I'm like, okay, fine, great, especially Ava, she's left-handed. I love the fact that she loves colouring, cutting things. That's
Kid scissors, presumably.
yes, but still, like, they're not the plastic ones, but they're small. Anyway, I was so stupid. It's all my fault. And that's why I think I got so upset with it. I thought, right, I want to speed things up here. I'm going to go run the bath so that they can come straight up and get in the bath. Anyway, so I was like, right, kids, I'm going up. Go up, start running the bath. And then about 2 minutes later, Alfie comes up the stairs. Mum. Yes?
Sorry, I'm laughing already because I know the story.
And he has a ponytail in his hand. A whole ponytail at the top of my stairs. He's standing there. And my initial reaction was just to scream no, like hysterically, like I had seen someone get run over. I'm screaming, no, because all I can visualize in my head is that she's cut off
ponyless
her
Ava.
whole ponytail. I was erratic. I was shaking. I was a state. And he's obviously Alfie doesn't really understand the extent of it. And you know, kids just think that they just stick it back on and it's okay. So he's like, "Mummy, it's okay."
I can't, Alfie.
Anyway, so
Sweet
then
soul,
I see Ava at the bottom of the stairs and I can see her hair. I can see it all here. So I'm still screaming no at this stage and I'm like shaking like this. I'm like, Ava, what have you done? Why did you? I kept saying, why did you do that? Why did I let you do that? I'm hysterical. Anyway, I'm touching her. She gets to the top of the stairs. I'm touching her hair and I can still see she's got hair. And I'm like, where has she taken it from? And basically, she always has her hair half up, half down, and she had literally cut off her whole ponytail.
So she's given
up
herself
here.
a mullet.
So she had a full-on mullet, and she's got curly hair. So
A curly mullet.
It's a really great look at the moment. But luckily, because I remember I did cut my hair literally right at the front, like a full-on chunk right at the front. So
Why do kids do that?
Thankfully, it wasn't that bad. It was more my reaction that was so disturbing for Alfie, for Ava. We were all crying. We were sitting on the stairs. I just kept saying, why? But why would you do that? I think maybe it brought up a load of trauma from my childhood.
It was triggering for you.
I have no idea. But I was so upset that I had to deal with it, and Alex was at work. Like he didn't even know what was going on. I left the ponytail on the stairs. How mean is that?
Quite
It's so
toxic.
mean. I wanted him to have that same experience that I had when I saw Alfie with it in his hand. So I just left it on the stairs. But I had pre-warned him what would happen.
Oh, fine.
But he still saw it and thought, oh my God, she's literally going to be bald. But so that
it wasn't
was
as
terrible.
bad as you thought, though, right?
It definitely wasn't
so
as
she's
bad.
got a very small half up, half down mullet style.
Shame. It just kind of like pokes at the top now. And it was all my fault. I mean, why I left her downstairs with the scissors. But listen, these things happen. And she has told me since that she really enjoyed doing it. So, I mean, I'm sure it's going to come again. I have banned the scissors. So anyone listening, please take my advice, hide the scissors, put them up
Also
somewhere
for
that
safety
kids
reasons
cannot
as well.
get them. Do not trust your 3-year-old. And yeah, that was my epic fail of the week. I'm not going to lie, those feelings of just feeling very anxious and upset, I would say, have just come back with a big wave.
I mean, it is a stressful situation.
Do you know what? It's one of those things, and I've learned from it. So many of my friends have. The scissors are long gone, and it will just never happen again.
Amen. Please God, it will never happen to me.
Have you hidden scissors? Please tell me
I
yes.
have.
Because you always think, oh, my children won't do that. And then all of a sudden, bang.
You're like, it happened.
It happens.
And the next one.
Our next highlight, letting the world know that Mrs. Sarah Ellis sleeps with a Muzzy on the regular. She
Daily.
sniffs it. She
Touches
fondles it. She
It's part of me.
couldn't live
It's an
without
extension.
it.
It's an extension of me.
Come on, let's look back. This is the other thing I learned about you,
You
which
knew
I
this.
knew. I did know. You guys need to know. Sarah
I'm
Ellis
mortified.
sleeps with a Muzzy.
I do.
Stinky Muzzy.
It's actually clean.
It's
Okay.
worrying.
I am aware that this is a very strange thing. And I'm okay to admit it because I'm comfortable in
I
my own
don't think you're
skin.
going to be alone here. I'm
not
sure
alone.
lots of you are listening.
But if
thinking,
I look from the outside and I think as a
yourself.
38-year-old woman sleeping with a Muzzy and that like wakes up in the night to find it, that's bizarre.
and before you go to bed, she sits there with her phone. So she's like lying down. We're like doing some work, and she's got it like here, and she's like smushing it all over
Oh
her
my
face,
God, I
getting
want
the
it
texture
right
on
now.
her. And she's like smelling it. She's got it in her mouth.
No, I do not have it in my mouth. I'm not my children. That is unfair. I just sniff it. It's so soft. I've had it, not the same one, but I've had it since I was born. And I'm just a Muzzy girl.
Oh my gosh.
And just very quickly, we were talking on the plane. They were taking the piss out of me with the girls. And then we were saying that what happens if you met a guy
Who also
had a Muzzy, and
That
we
would
were
be
thinking
so wrong.
he's a 10, but
But
he sleeps with a Muzzy.
I actually
That would
know.
be icky for me.
I will not name names, but I
Name
know.
and shame?
No, never. I can't. But they're a couple, and they both sleep with a Muzzy. They do.
Let's end it there. I am a Muzzy girl, and I'm proud of it.
I have to make you lol, because even in Ava's new room, and bearing in mind she is going to be 4 at the end of the month, she doesn't need Muzzies anymore. I know you would probably think otherwise. She's got her kitty, but even still, I kept a whole box of Muzzies, like baby muslins, in her new room, because I'm a psycho and I just can't get rid of them.
Yeah.
So maybe she'll be like you one day.
Maybe
and
she
just
will. She'll
never be able
pick
to
them
get
back
rid of them.
up. Moving on to a bit of fashion. Do you remember when we were describing each other's styles and we were in absolute hysterics how not only how the team described our style, but also how we ended up describing our style? Take a look.
We were having lunch on the first day while we were shooting and got onto the subject of describing our style for some reason. And it's weird because it's definitely one of those things that people, we
Pick up on.
We do get asked often, how would you describe your style? But we've never had like a real conversation about it.
And also, just a caveat, we obviously buy the same things in everything all the time. So our wardrobes are exactly the same. I mean, say 90%.
And before this
But-
conversation, I always thought we did dress really similar.
See,
but now I'm thinking we don't.
Yeah, but I always think that we're same but different.
Yeah.
So we wear the same things, but I would say that we have like differences in our style.
So the girls described my style as sporty, which I just find so
so
weird
funny.
because I would never describe myself as
And
sporty.
then they describe me as bougie.
Which I'm here for, because you do love a bougie vibe.
I do
the
love a
frills,
bougie.
the feathers, the sequins.
I mean, that's you're like basing it on one dress I wore to a wedding last week, which I felt very bougie in.
But it brought us on to think about how we would describe each other's style in 3 words.
We've really been lolling
You go
about this.
first.
Okay, so I'm describing your style.
I'm scared. I don't know how. What are you
So
gonna
number
say?
one, I'm saying classic. Because I
Okay,
feel
yeah,
like
I'm
you
here
like
for
those
that.
classic pieces.
Yeah.
You like, whilst I might do a ruffle on a sleeve, you wouldn't be vibing off that straight
Correct.
away.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Classic. Next, I'm saying tonal. You are
Yeah.
all about those tonal
I'm
vibes.
with you on
That's
that
fair.
one. Yeah. Okay, you're being really kind to me.
My last one. Leggy.
I am quite leggy.
Because you like the shorts and the leggings.
I do like
You
the shorts. Thank
You've
you,
got the
Mum and
pins.
Grandma, for the jeans of the legs.
Not thank you, Mum and Grandma, for the jeans of my legs.
Okay, that's nice. I like the
Don't
both
be
and
mean.
sporty.
Don't be mean back to
Okay,
me.
so
Stunning, gorgeous, beautiful. Keep
my
going.
first one, you're going to really be freaked out by this.
I'm scared.
Opulent. I think you are very opulent. Okay, I know
Okay.
I'm referring to
You're
the wedding
referring to the
sequin
wedding.
feathered look.
Okay.
But you are definitely more bougie than I
Okay.
am.
All right, I'll
when
take
it
that on
comes to
board.
fashion.
Okay, I'll take that on board.
Minimal from one extreme to
Yeah.
the next, which is quite you.
Yeah.
You can go from 0 to hero.
What are you saying? No, I like
No,
that.
but you've
'cause
got two
like to-
sides.
yeah.
Like today,
Yeah.
you like
Be minimal.
your...
No feathers and sequins for the podcast today.
And my last one, which I think is a good one.
Yeah.
You're very relatable with your style. I think lots of
you.
our followers relate to perhaps your physique
Okay.
and your vibes.
Okay, I
Are-
like it.
are you
Thank
happy with those 3?
I'm happy with those 3. You happy with my 3?
I am. I think
Okay.
you're really kind.
I like that.
I appreciate
So
that.
anyone, if you want to add any other words to our style, we're very interested, because it's funny. The reason that I kind of, in my mind, know that we're a bit different is because of the inbox messages that I always see from people like, oh, how would Philippa wear that? Or
Yeah.
would Sarah wear that in that way? So I do think we have like slightly different personalities, which I like.
Also, I guess different bodies, different,
Absolutely.
what we kind of are drawn to.
Yeah, and what we gravitate to.
There we go.
You did really put me in a bougie category based on like one dress that I happened to wear that weekend to a black tie wedding that I'll never wear again.
I think bougie is a good thing. Nothing wrong with being
I
a
wouldn't
bit
say that
bougie.
like feathers and sequins is like my go-to for like Monday to Friday.
Correct. Okay.
But I
fine.
would say you are sporty.
Do you think? In like
Sporty
an
lux.
athletic way?
In a six-pack kind of like lean muscle mass way.
I like a pair of leggings.
Yeah.
I like a sweatshirt.
I think that's nice.
yeah.
But can I have another word instead of bougie?
Classic.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Many thanks. What's next?
Oh my gosh, I love this highlight so much. Living our best life. We went out for Nikki's 40th to Bunga Bunga, lived our best life. We honestly, have we ever been that happy ever?
No, and probably never will again unless we go back to Bunga Bunga. Have a look at this. How violently inebriated we both got on Saturday night. How violently hungover we were. And I still don't feel 100%
Are you not
human.
100%?
No, are you?
So Sunday I was horrendous, but by Monday, even by Sunday night, I was back into it.
Sunday night,
But-
I don't think I had a brain. I couldn't even, I was just a mess.
So we have not been out like that in however many years. I don't remember the last time I got that drunk.
Well, let's just say I haven't been, all the years I was at uni, all the years of like abusing my body, I have never ever thrown up on alcohol until Saturday night. So let's just go figure.
It's actually, that's so true. I remember you saying you've never ever been sick.
Never.
When you're drunk. See, for me, it's a regular.
it
Because I
makes you
get so
feel-
car sick, travel sick all the time anyway. So it's just a no-brainer. I know I'm going to be
A
sick.
TC,
Always.
tactical chunder. But I was so inebriated. It came on so quickly, the sickness. And what I will add is that we were both sick within 3 minutes of each other, because I called you on the way home to tell you that I had been sick. And then 3 minutes later, Alex called.
Alex, right. I just want to let you know
Okay.
also, I take it back. Alex has absolutely rinsed me the whole week after last week's episode, because apparently I said that he was only good for emptying the bins and he wasn't even good at that. You are the best husband, the best daddy. I love you with all my heart. You are the dream for me, and I could not do life without you. So just want to put that to one side. I want to just establish that. But my husband filmed me puking up on the side of the road laughing.
Who would like to see the video?
Absolutely not. I also can't look at the video because my posture whilst I'm being sick makes me feel even more sick. But I have to say, I was sick. I got back in the cab and I was fine.
But I never knew that being sick would make you feel so fantastic. I felt amazing. Very briefly, because then it was game over the next day. But you know what? Going out.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I don't think you need to be that drunk. I think that was just too much. But drinking and dancing and letting loose, and that to me, there's no better feeling than letting loose on the dance floor.
I have to say, I remember this so vividly. And we were at that level of drunk where you're literally living your best life. Like we weren't, when the room's spinning and you can't even see your face in the mirror. We were just high. We were like literally in the best versions of ourselves.
Yeah, not according to our husbands, by the way.
And I really recall this overwhelming feeling whilst we were dancing, just thinking, I love this version of me.
Yeah.
I need to be this version of me more often.
How do you ever let loose like that? And I think dancing and just like our old music. And actually, I was telling my girlfriends about this and they were saying, it's that music from our youth.
Yes.
We don't get that we wouldn't get that from like going to a concert now. It's not the same. It's that old music that just makes you come alive. I know we're sounding so old, elderly right now, but it was the best.
But listen, if you do go to Bunga Bunga, I think there's a few.
Do you
actually
recommend it?
I do. I thought there was just one, but I think there's a few. Perhaps stay away, or maybe not. Keep going with what were they called?
Porn star martinis. Literally, this was my phrase of the night. I don't do shots, just pour it into my drink instead.
I think that was like an added thing, though. I think they just come as a martini.
Well, I think
and then
we were
like
drinking vodka, martini, champagne. I mean, no wonder we were that unwell. Anyway,
Meanwhile, one thing I do want to add is on
don't
Sunday
mix your
morning,
drinks, hashtag.
On Sunday morning when I woke up, I just thought I cannot parent today. And I don't think I've ever had that feeling where I've drunk so much that I just cannot put it together. I could not snap out of it. And then I saw you on Instagram. You were dressed. You had your hair done. And I messaged Sarah thinking, I said to her, how? I'm in bed. I took a selfie of me and Ava in bed. I'd supplied her with all the snacks. I'd put on the Little Mermaid. I was like, we are not doing anything. We are staying put. How were you able to do that?
Because my kids wake up at between 5:20 and 5:30, so I'm awake. I felt so unwell that I thought by the time that it was 8:30, I'd lived a whole day. So I had to get out of the house. The sun was shining. I beelined to the coffee shop. I went straight for a coffee, and that was how I got through the day. But yeah, I didn't enjoy getting up and out, but c'est la vie. I love that Alex took a video of you.
I'll tell you one positive...
I've still got the video, FYI.
You dare. You dare. One positive thing that came from that, though, because I was absolutely mortified looking back at my posture.
Yeah.
I've been to see the most incredible osteopath, and she is sorting out my shoulders.
You now know how to stand. You now know how to have a normal back.
And she told me that actually my shoulders curling forward was all down to my hips. It's got nothing to do with my spine or anything. My hips were all uneven. Correct. So
I thought you looked taller.
There you go.
And that rounds up our first season of Twin Set Unzipped. 20 episodes. And I feel like we've covered it all. We've cried, we've laughed, we've learnt, we've shared, we've therapied.
We've evolved.
We've evolved. We've spoken really fast. We've tried to slow down. We've eaten.
We've been anxious. We've been calm.
All of the above.
We've
What's your, like, if you look back and you think about, like, the favourite topics we've spoken about, is there any that stand out to you?
Oh, gosh, put me on the spot.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what? I love the fact that we can be so real on here.
And you don't care. You just be authentic
Exactly.
self.
I don't think there's one specific episode or conversation that I've loved more than another. It's just having that freedom to share what's going on in our life day to day, week by week, and then also being able to relate to so many of our followers feeling like they can relate so much to us, having that open conversation with everyone in such a different way than we ever have been before, opening up for us, the main reason why we wanted to start Twinset Unzipped was to be able to have a platform that we could be so real. We could share raw information, allow our followers and our community to really get to know us. And
I think
we're
really
doing
achieved
that.
Actually, we've both, I have, actually taken on some really great tools and tips that I probably would never have even given time to or really understood had we not had this platform to kind of like research and really kind of talk about certain things. Like, for example, like our morning routine, like I do feel like we really nailed that, and I feel like it's working for us.
I'm now a morning shower person.
She gets up early, she showers in the morning, like she ain't stinky anymore. But even like habit stacking, like that for me, how often do I mention, we always talk about that. And it's just been a really great and quite a safe space just to kind of just share. And I know we've both just loved it so much. And we're so grateful for you guys for kind of coming on board this new journey with us, because it was quite strange for us to put ourselves out there in this way. But the fact that you guys and, you know, you've recommended to friends and you've followed and you've commented and you've sent us DMs, which we love, and we're definitely going to read more of, aren't we? We're really going to share a lot more from the audience. And all your lovely comments. It's been overwhelmingly wonderful.
And actually, I've just thought about this, because historically on Instagram and on social media, we haven't always loved or found it easy to share our motherhood journey. We don't love to get the kids on our Instagram so much. They're all very busy with, you know, growing up, and we try and keep that quite separate on We Are Twinset Instagram. But of course, that's so much of our life. So it was weird for us to not really tap into that and share that. Whereas on this platform, we can really kind of go into that whole
all different aspects of our life.
Exactly. And I think that that's just so nice, because obviously so many of our followers really do relate to whatever we're going through. So 20 episodes.
And on that note,
we're ready to have a bit of a break.
The biggest thank you for listening, watching, getting involved, and don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Don't forget our What the Brand cheeky discount, which is in the show notes, and keep the conversation going. And we will see you for a brand new season 2, which is going to be new and improved. Lots of new things coming, new sections, new people, maybe.
We're going to have some guests.
And don't enjoy the break from us. We're going to enjoy the break, but hopefully you will miss us incredibly, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Bye.